Hey guys, Morgan from Rebellious Reading. We talk about all things books, and today we're gonna be starting a new series. That's right, we're gonna be going through 1001 books you have to read before you die. Actually, it'll be more than that because there's different editions of this list that feature different books, but for the sake of this title, it's 1001. This list goes in order from oldest to newest, so let's get started with Aesop's Fables. So, for those of you who don't know who Aesop is, he wrote such famous fables as The Tortoise and the Hare, The Country Mouse and the City Mouse, and also The Lion and the Mouse, among others. And he lived in ancient Greece between sometime during the 4th century BC. That's quite a long time ago. In fact, that's over 1,000 years ago. So, how do his stories hold up by today's standards? Well, the short answer is that some of them do, some of them don't. On one hand, you've got some stories with morals that are a tad outdated, such as ones that are condoning slavery, or authoritarianism, or there's one that's really bigoted towards Arabs, but there are also ones that are just about basic human decency, like being kind to people and helping others. Those are ones that I think even our elected officials could stand to read again, if they haven't already. As for the actual writing on this collection of stories, it's a little bit basic, and the stories are a bit too short for my taste. I would say this would be fine for a kid, except all the references to violence and genitals kind of undercuts that. Yeah. These stories are not as child-friendly as you think. And which just makes the whole thing kind of confusing to me, because they read like they would be good children's stories in theory, but there's a ton of stuff in here that would not make it into a children's book today. That said, I did chuckle a couple times while reading this. Aesop must have had quite the sense of humor. Even if his sense of humor was weirdly dark and full of animals dying. Yeah. In other words, I had supremely mixed feelings on Aesop's Fables. Like, yeah, some of them were pretty funny, and it wasn't a painful read for the most part. But there was a lot here that just did nothing for me, and some things that I found to be faintly icky. So, I give this a C-. It was okay, I guess. And I would say, if you're gonna check this out, just pick up a few fables that have held up well, ignore the rest. Because that is, unless you are really interested in the history of literature or something, then go ahead and pick up the whole thing like I did. Other than that, And that's my review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan from Rebellious Reading, and I'm out.